Good morning, dear children.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
All right. So, in the last class, we were discussing the story after 20 years. I hope
ma'am.
you have read the portion which we have
Yes,
completed so far.
Ma'am,
Yes,
you gave an activity.
Yes, I remember. Children, do you have any doubts regarding the previous class portion?
No,
Any doubts for any one of you?
No, ma'am.
No doubts. Okay, all right. And what about the writing activity that I gave you? Is
ma'am.
it done?
Yes, ma'am.
I have sent.
Take it out. Please take it out. Let me check it quickly. I have
Ma'am, I
asked
have
you
sent.
to write a biography of O. Henry, the writer of a story after 20 years. Some of you had sent it to me. Okay, that's good. But dear children, I have a request. My phone, as it is getting hung, you need not send it to me after this. Okay. I will check it in the class itself. But when it comes to the submission of your notes, I want you to submit this writing activity along with that. Is it clear?
Okay, ma'am.
All right. So show me quickly. Abhinav Vijay, okay. Amna, Johain, Adityan, Amal, Anusha, Amrita, Ishal, Uma, Gauri Parvati, Prajita, okay, Isa, then Pranav, Shane, Lakshmi, Tanmay, Vaishnav. All right. Then who else has not shown? Ahmad Afin. Angelia, did you show me your
Parthiv.
activity? Okay, Krishna Kripa, then Malavika, Anthony. Okay, good. Abhinant, Gauri Shankari, Parthiv, Arjun. All right. Annette, where is yours? I think Annette has already sent it, but I did not see it now. Rudra, Shreya, show me. Show me your activity. Okay, Carlin, good. Shreya, all right. Okay, good. Has anyone not done the activity?
Ma'am, should we file the activity with our notes?
Yes. In the literature note, you have to keep all these writing activities also. Only then I'll get it to check when you submit it. Has anyone not done the activity? Children, please be honest with me. Okay, I'll not scold you, but I just wanted to know whether you're doing the works on time. Yes?
Ma'am, we need to make color page, cover page.
No, cover page if you keep, then it is good, not compulsory. So I believe that all of you have done your activity. Okay, well done, children. Well done. Very good. Okay, so let's continue with our story. So before that, let me ask you a few questions just to check your comprehension. Vaishnav?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Will you be able to describe the man who was standing in front of the darkened hardware store? Please be louder.
Square jawed face with
Yeah.
green eyes.
The man
and
had a
white
pale,
scarf-
square-jawed
white
face.
white scarf near his right eyebrow.
Hmm.
His scarf pin was an oddly set large diamond.
All right. The man who was standing in front of the darkened hardware store is described as a pale man with a square-jawed face, and he had a little white scar above his right eyebrow, and he had also set a large diamond oddly on his scarf. Okay, good. Next question goes to Angelia. Angelia, are you there? Angelia is not responding. Okay, Abhinand, just tell me, how does the man describe his friend? How does the man describe his friend?
Ma'am, 20 years ago, he and his
Please
friend.
be louder. Please be louder.
Ma'am, he described his friend 20 years ago. They had dinner in a restaurant called.
No, my question is, how does the man describe his friend? Amrita, your video is getting off. What's the problem?
He says he is my best friend,
Yes.
finest chap in the world.
Chap in the world.
Chap, his and his friend were raised in
Raised.
New
Raised.
York.
Mm.
Raised in New York.
Ah.
And next morning, his friend goes to the West
Okay,
India.
Abhinav. You have given, sorry, Abhinant. I think Abhinav has got
good
some
for-
connectivity problem. Okay, Abhinav. Sorry, Abhinant. I'm getting the names confused. Abhinav, Abhinant, all are here in the class, right? Okay. So the points are, the man who was standing in front of the darkened hardware store, he describes his friend as the best friend and the finest chap in the world. Both of them were raised together just like two brothers. Okay? You have to learn those points. And is there any other points to add into this answer?
Yes.
Was the staunchest chap.
Very good. Yes,
Staunchest
that too. He is always the truest, staunchest old chap in the world. Okay, that makes your answer complete. The man describes his friend Jimmy Wells as his best friend and finest chap in the world. He also said that Jimmy was the truest and staunchest person in the world. All right. Next question is to Amna. Amna, tell me, why did the man decide to go off to the west? What is the reason?
Making fortune.
Give me a full sentence.
The man decided to go to the west for making fortune.
Yes, the man decided to go to the west in order to make a good fortune. All right. Next question goes to Amal. Amal, tell me, what was a promise made between the two friends?
They will meet in front of old Big Joe Brady's restaurant after 20 years.
Yes, both of the friends promise each other before 20 years that after 20 years, they will meet each other in front of Big Joe Brady's restaurant. Uma, do you think that Big Joe Brady's restaurant is still there now?
No, ma'am, it's toned down. And
How
now
many
it's a
years
hardware.
back?
5 years?
Not sure.
Yes, ma'am, 5 years back.
Yeah. Big Joe Brady's restaurant was torn down 5 years back. And instead of the restaurant, what is there then, Mai?
A new hardware store.
Yes, there is a hardware store. All right. Amrita, can you give me 2 instances or examples to show that the man who was waiting for the other friend is immensely rich? Can you pick out any 2 examples from the story?
Scarf pin was an oddly set diamond, large diamond.
Yes.
And he had a handsome watch, which was set with diamonds. Lids. Which lids was set. Diamond.
All right.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who is speaking now?
Ma'am, Angelia.
Yeah, Anjali, I can hear you. I think you had a connectivity problem before. Yes. So the 2 instances that shows that the man was immensely rich. One is his coffin was oddly set with a large diamond. And the second one was he had a watch
Large
filled with lids of small
diamonds.
diamonds. All right. And I think I had also given you another small question to write by yourself. That is, differentiate between the policeman and the other man. Did you all do that?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's quickly discuss what are the differences or
Policeman.
separate characteristics that we find about the policeman and the other man. Let's draw a comparative study about these 2. Comparison between policeman and the other man. And one more question to you children. Do you know the name of the man's friend?
Jimmy Wells.
Yes,
Jimmy Wells.
Jimmy Wells. Okay, so give me 1 point for policeman.
Responsible.
Responsible.
responsible. Okay.
Honest.
Honest.
Sincere.
Okay, honesty, sincerity, everything comes together.
Strong.
Yes.
Strong and well built.
Yes, strong and well built.
Confident.
Confident.
Yes, confident in walking. Or confident in appearance.
He carried a club. His club.
Yes, carried club in his hand.
He was very alert.
Good, good. Very good. He was alert. He kept a watchful eye on the street. All right. What about the other man?
Truthful.
Truthful.
Loyal.
Okay.
Promise.
Truthfulness, loyalty, trustworthy. Okay. All right.
Rich.
Everything comes together. Yeah. Rich. Yeah. He was immensely rich. Then.
He gives importance to his promise.
Yes. Gives importance to his promise. Very
Ma'am,
good.
he has a good memory.
Gives importance to his promise. Yeah, good memory. Why do you say that he has a good memory?
Because he
Because
remembers
even after 20 years, he remembers.
Ah, yes, yes. He has got a good memory. So he did not forget the promise that he made with his friend. Is it not? Yes. Anything else?
Friendly.
Friendly natured.
Ma'am, he is loyal to his relationship.
Pardon?
Ma'am, he is loyal to his relationship.
Yes, yes. Loyal to his relationship. So truthfulness, loyalty, everything comes together. Okay. So here in bracket, I'll write loyal to. Yes. Anything else to be discussed? I think we did not discuss his physical appearance. Pale, square-jawed face. Is it not?
Yes. With keen eyes.
Yes. Square-jawed face.
White scar.
Little white scar near his
right eyebrow.
right.
All right. And what about the appearance? Policeman was in his uniform. Do you agree?
Blue uniform with the club.
Yes. Policeman was in his uniform. And what about the other man?
He was in a formal shirt and pants.
Yes. The other person was in a casual dress. All right. So well done, children. So I hope the portion that we did in the previous class is quite clear to you. And now I want one of you to summarize, quickly summarize from the beginning up to where we have done. Who is ready? Who is ready to summarize? Come on, raise your hand.
Can you show the slide again?
Yes. Write it down fast. Just try to summarize from the beginning up to where we have done. Who is ready? Just raise your hand. Let me see. Only Gauri Parvati is ready. What about others? Okay, Tanmay, very good, very good. Come on, children. Even if you make mistake, that's not a problem. You can always give it a try. All right. So, Gauri, just start with.
The story starts. Ma'am, can I continue?
Yes, please.
The story starts with a character, the policeman, who is walking, who is patrolling through the streets. He kept an alertful eye on the peaceful road. He stopped at certain points to check whether the doors were closed.
Yes.
While he was patrolling, he saw a man leaning towards the darkened hardware store.
Okay, ma'am.
Now, before he could talk to the man leaning on the darkened hardware store suddenly started talking to him.
Yes.
He mentioned that he was there for an appointment with his friend, with whom he will meet after 20 years. The name of his friend was Jimmy Wells. The man describes him as the finest chap and the staunchest and and the most truest chap in the world. He also mentions that he was really attached to his place, and when he left to the west to make his fortune, Jimmy Wells didn't come with him.
Okay,
They used
thank
to-
you. Thank you, Gauri. Thank you so much. Tanmay, could you please continue?
Yes, ma'am.
Please be louder. So she stopped at the point where the man was explaining about his friend. That means both of them were grown up like brothers. Jimmy Wells was his best friend and the finest chap in the world, and both of them were raised just like two brothers. But in order to make a good fortune, the man had to leave to the west. That's where she stopped. Tanmay, continue.
Jimmy Wells never wanted to leave New York. He was very attached to that place,
Yes.
and when they had food in Big Joe Brady's restaurant,
When they
told-
dined together,
when they dined together, they said that they will meet after 20 years.
Yeah.
Here
it was a promise made between two friends.
they parted at 10 o'clock.
Yes, they parted at 10 o'clock. That's all?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Anything else to be continued? Shane?
Ma'am, then the policeman told him that it is a pretty interesting story. Then he sees that the policeman sees that the other man is quite rich because he pulls out an handsome watch which lid was set with small diamonds.
All right. So 20 years has passed now from the time that they had dined together. Okay, 20 years have passed. And do you think, children, these two friends had made an effort to keep in touch with them? How do you know?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. They used to write letters. to
Uma?
each other.
Okay, thank you, Gauri. I want Uma to answer.
They kept in touch with each other by writing letters to each other.
Okay, that's all.
And
What happened later?
and the man, he got busy with his work, so he couldn't keep in touch much with
Yes.
Jimmy Wells.
So initially, when the man went to the west, they kept in touch with each other by writing letters. But after some time, when both of them got really busy with their own work, they couldn't continue in keeping touch. But as per the promise that he has made with his friend, now he has come to meet him in front of the Big Joe Brady's restaurant. But unfortunately, the restaurant was pulled down, and instead of there, a hardware store. Okay, so we will continue page number 16. So the man believes that his friend Jimmy Wells will never forget. He has come 1,000 miles to stand at this door tonight, and it will be a worth if his friend would turn to meet him. 3 minutes to 10, he announced. It was exactly 10 o'clock when we parted at the restaurant. I want Parvati to read.
Yes, ma'am. Did pretty well in the West, didn't you? Asked the policeman. You bet. I hope Jimmy has done half as well. He was kind of a plodder, though a good fellow as he was. I've had to compete with minds to be successful. A man gets in a groove in New York. It takes the West to make him sharp.
All right, thank you. Carlin, continue.
The policeman twirled his club and took a step or two. I'll be on my way. Hope your friend comes around soon. How long will you wait? I'll give him half an hour at least. If Jimmy is alive, he'll be here by that time. So long, officer. Good night, sir, said the policeman, once more on his beat, checking doors as he went.
Okay, thank you, Carlin. So now what's the time, children? What's the time? According to the story? 3 minutes to 10.
3 minutes.
So 20 years back, at what point of time did they dine together?
10 o'clock. 10
10
o'clock.
o'clock. So we find that the man who is waiting for Jimmy Wells is extremely loyal. Okay, he has kept his promise very much, and it's about 10 o'clock now. Only 3 minutes is left to be 10 o'clock. And he conveys this matter to the policeman that it was exactly 10 o'clock when they parted with each other at the restaurant. Did pretty well in the West, didn't you? Asked the policeman. What made the policeman ask the man such a question? Did you do well in the West?
Ma'am, after
Because he
reading the
was
full
rich.
story, we'll understand why he asked.
Now you just answer to this question. Why did the
Due to
policeman
his
ask such a question?
appearance.
Yes, exactly. Because of his appearance. Because he had a diamond fixed
I
on
only
his
said
scarf.
large diamond.
Yes, he had set a large
And
diamond.
small
and
diamond.
he also had a handsome watch with small
Small
diamonds of
diamonds.
the lace. Okay, so these two things made it clear to the policeman that he had a good time in the West, and he was able to make a large amount of money. You bet. I hope Jimmy has done half as well. He was kind of a plodder though. Good fellow he was. What do you mean by plodder?
He was on person slowly.
Yeah, a person who works slowly and persistently at a dull task.
Yes, plodder means
was
a
really
slow
slow to
worker,
do work.
a slow worker. But it doesn't mean that the person is lazy, but he is slow in doing work. There are some people who does things in a slow manner, but they will do it very perfectly. Is there anybody in my class? No, you're all perfect and punctual. Very good. Okay, so Jimmy Wells was a person who was slow in his working, but he was a good fellow. He was a very good, genuine person at heart. And this man believes that Jimmy has also done pretty well within this 20 years. I have had to compete with some of the sharpest minds to be successful. So the man...
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes,
Is
Gauri?
it compete or competes?
Compete.
Okay.
So the man says that he really had a tough time to be successful because he had to compete with the sharpest minds. See, children, if all of us are having the same brain, or if all of us having the same talent, will it make any sense?
No.
Is there any need or reason to compete with each other?
No.
No reason will be there. But we all are unique. We all are unique in one way or the other. And we have different talents. So according to the situation, according to the challenges, we have to make ourselves sharp. Otherwise, we will not be given enough value, or we will be pulled out of the space. Okay, whether it comes in the studies, or whether when you grow up and when you come to a profession, you have to be very sharp in your skill and in your talent. Otherwise, you will be forgotten. Okay, so here the man says that he really had a tough time, and he had to compete with the sharpest mind in order to make a good fortune. A man gets in a groove in New York. It takes the West to make him sharp. So in New York, if we are too much attached to a native place, and if we are not ready to move to somewhere else, what happens? It makes our life monotonous, and at the same time, we will not have any kind of improvement. Do you agree with my statement?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So in order to grow well, in order to nourish well, we have to make ourselves move to different places so that we can explore new things in front of our eyes. We will be able to meet new personalities. We will be able to know the nature and tradition and culture of different countries. We will be able to learn new languages. Okay, I'm speaking this in terms of a personal development. So whether is it for personal development or for the professional development, we should be ready to take up challenges that come in front of us. So this man was such a person who moved to West from his native place, that is New York, and he made a good fortune. So he says a man gets in a groove in New York. So it's very easy to go along with your daily routine. If you're quite used to the system, then it's very easy to work accordingly. But once you take a new step, then that is going to create a new improvement or betterment in your life. Are you following?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. It takes the West making sharp. Adityan, please mute. Yeah, any doubts? Do you have any doubts?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what is it?
To compete means
Compete. What do you mean by competing? A kind of competition. That means, yeah, competition. That means you have to excel. You have to prove yourself that you are excellent than the other person. That's what you mean by compete. Okay.
okay, ma'am.
The policeman twirled his club and took a step or two. So after listening to the man's explanation, the policeman decided to move ahead. I'll be on my way. Hope your friend comes around soon. How long will you wait? So children, what could be the reason why policeman asked such a question? How long will you wait? Remember, it's night and very few people are there.
How long will he wait for his best friend?
So what could be the reason why policeman is asking such a question? Can you think of some possibility? One by one, please. Raise your hand so that I can listen to you. Johaim, are you with me? Speak loudly. Unable to hear you. Abhinav Bijoy, what do you think? What is the reason why policeman has asked such a question?
The policeman asked such a question because for checking how much he believes his friend.
In order to check how
much he believes his friend.
Oh, all right. Okay, that's a good idea. I really liked it. Policeman asked such a question just to check whether this man is ready to wait for his friend for a longer time. All right.
To check their relationship.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think?
Ma'am, I think yes, ma'am. Like Abhinav said itself.
Okay, just the same way that Abhinav said. Any different answer? Do you think that policeman is so concerned about man's safety?
He doesn't want him to
patrolling on the
wait
street. So as a dutiful officer, he has to make sure that every man is safe and secure at night, isn't it?
Yes.
Just because he wanted to make the person secure there, he's asking such a question?
That also can be the reason.
Okay, that could be another reason.
He's waiting 20 years.
It was an early street.
It was an early street. Normally people do go to
I
sleep
think
early. Yes, Anthony?
Policeman couldn't believe that he waited 20 years back.
Yes, policeman was not able to believe that this man waited so long in order to meet his friend, and even at night he is still waiting. All right. So let's see what is the reason behind that. So policeman asked the man how long he is intended to wait for his friend, because right now it's 10 o'clock and till now his friend has not come to meet him. So the policeman asked him, how long are you planning to wait? I will give him half an hour at least. If Jimmy is alive, he will be here by that time. So long, officer. So look at the promise that he has made. He is a very genuine person, such a lovely friend. He says that it's 10 o'clock now. This was the exact time that when we parted at the restaurant door 20 years back. But I will wait for half an hour more. And I believe that if he is alive, definitely he will come to meet me. Good night, sir, said the policeman, once more on his beat, checking doors as he went. So the policeman was quite satisfied with all the explanations made by the man, and the policeman moves ahead. He follows his path with his club by bidding good night. Okay. Shall we continue a little more?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Shall read.
There was now a fine, cold drizzle falling, a steady wind was blowing. The few people on the road hurried silently with their hands in their pockets and coat collars turned high. And in the door of the hardware store, The man who had come 1,000 miles to meet the friend of his youth waited patiently. About 20 minutes he waited, and then a tall man in a long overcoat with the collar turned up to his ears hurried across from the opposite side of the street. He went directly to the waiting man.
Okay, thank you, Ishel. Thank you. You read it out well. So children, now the situation has changed a bit. Okay, along with the night, along with the darkness, something has added too. What is that?
Heavy, all fine,
Cold drizzle falling
Was it a
and wind
heavy
was
rain? Was it a heavy rain or a slight
No.
rain?
slight.
slight rain.
Slight rain. Okay. There was now a fine cold drizzle falling. Drizzling means slight rain falling in fine drops. Slight rain. If you want, you can take down the meaning. Drizzle. Drizzle means a slight rain. Drizzling. So children, make sure that you use these terms in your speaking as well. When you speak, make use of these terms. Drizzle. Drizzle means slight rain falling in fine drops. Slight rain falling in fine drops. And what do you call for heavy rain?
Rain shower.
Okay, rain shower. All right. Do you know any other word?
It's raining cats and dogs.
It's okay, it's okay. Come on. Just share your answers with me. What do you call for heavy rain?
Hailstorm.
Cats and dogs.
Hailstorm.
No.
Hailstorm.
Hailstorm is different. Hailstorm is
No,
different.
Thunderstorm.
Thunderstorm is when the thunder and lightning happens. Ice particles. Okay, hailstorm is different when the ice particles come from above to the ground. That's what you call as hailstorm. Maybe you will get a chance. Okay, so thunderstorm is different, hailstorm is different. Thunderstorm is a time when there is heavy thunder and lightning in the sky. And hailstorm is when the hailstones fall from above. And the heavy rain is known as
Torrential rain.
Precipitation.
downpour. Downpour. Okay, downpour. Heavy rain is known as downpour.
Ma'am, many names are there, ma'am. Torrent.
Yes, it's different version is there. Different version is there. But normally, generally,
Excuse me, ma'am, can you
slight-
show the slide again?
Yes, sure. So normally, slight rainfall is known as drizzling and heavy rain is known as downpour. So along with the darkness, along with the night, the situation changed a bit. That is, it was slightly raining also. And a steady wind was blowing. The few people on the road hurried silently with their hands in their pockets and caught collars turned high. So the man who was standing in front of the darkened hardware store could see that people were moving to and fro, or from one corner to the other with their hands in their pocket and coat collars turned high. They kept the collar of their coats high. Okay. And in the door of the hardware store, the man who had come 1,000 miles to meet the friend of his youth waited patiently. So this man had a lot of patience. He waited to meet his friend because it was a meeting that is going to take place after 20 years. About 20 minutes later, about 20 minutes he waited, and then a tall man in a long overcoat with a collar turned up to his ears hurried across from the opposite side of the street. He went directly to the waiting man. Wow. Finally, the man is able to meet his friend. Isn't it, children? What do you think?
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. All of us are smiling at each other. Yeah.
And because we already have read
All right,
this.
all right. Those who have read the story will know what is the situation. But for the time being, okay, we do not know. Okay, suspense is still there for the time being. Let's believe that this is the man whom the person who is waiting in front of the hardware store is going to meet after 20 years. So that's enough for today.
Ma'am,
Yes, Sriram.
I have read this story fully.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
Definitely, I know that. Many of you, if you're curious enough to know the suspense, definitely you will read. Okay. All right. So for the time being, I'm winding up here. So let's believe that this is a man. Okay.
Ma'am, if you stop now, everyone will read the story now itself. Fully.
But my dear children, what can I do? It's already time for us to wind up. 11:10. We have only time up to 11:10. What can we do? Yes.
Ma'am, in the first paragraph, when the policeman is patrolling, it's saying he was watching a peaceful eye on the peaceful road. And in the last sentence, it is saying the people hurried silently with their hands in their pockets.
Yes, my dear. In the first paragraph, you can see that another sentence. There were few people on the road. There were few people on the road and it was barely 10 o'clock. Okay. So though it was a place where people used to go to bed early, at that point
There were
of
some
time,
people.
yeah, at that point of time, the policeman could see some people here and there. Okay. So when it started drizzling, when a slight rain came
All the
down,
people on the road.
people started to move to the sides. That's why they were walking with their hands in the pockets and they turned their collars high. Clear? Okay, all right. So let's put a pause to our session. Now, let me check your attendance. Okay. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you,
The next
ma'am.
class,
Thank you,
read your
ma'am.
text.
Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you,
Take care.
ma'am.